Hello, I'm Doug. This is the Taste and Sensibility channel, and today we're going to do day 2 of the Whiskey Advent Calendar by Drinks by the Dram. This channel is called Taste and Sensibility, so many of the things that interact with our senses will be the subjects. So in the first year I'm picturing things like black licorice items, varietal honeys, marmalades, spicy pickled things, Scottish style shortbread, coffee, different things. But today's topic is the day 2 whiskey in this Advent calendar, which I think I've located down here. So I made the crazy decision to do this blind and to do it on camera. So it'll take me a long time to live all this down. I'm going to pry into this, get the bottle out, and try to pour it without seeing what it is. So push this out of the way, open this up. This could be a world whiskey like an American bourbon, Scotch whiskey, or something from somewhere else in the world. So I'll just put this over here where I can't even see it. And let's try to figure out what this is. I've only been tasting whiskey carefully for a year or two. So I got the big head and think now I can find all the characteristics and tell people what the things are. So on the nose, seems kind of malty, like a Scotch. Some kind of single malt. Maybe a little hint of smoke. It's certainly not one of the big Isla bombs, but it's got a little something in that indicates peat. Or that it went to a barbecue or something. Wow, that seems dark for a Scotch also. Not picking up any sherry notes or wine finishes or different kinds of casks. But it's very single malt like. And smoke is there. I'm not sure I can find or describe anything else. Kind of tastes, there is a smell like a barbecue. It's the fire part, the charcoal part, the ashes part. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to be able to pick up from the nose. So I guess we'll start in and taste it. Wow. Wow. Some sort of distinctive single malt from somewhere in Scotland or somewhere else in the world. I don't pick up any unusually high ABV from the nose. And just tasting, it's maybe 40, 43. It's not especially high. There's an odd tartness or funk or odd notes that might be suggesting a dunnage warehouse or not one of these nice modern multi-level things where the casks are all piled up on pallets to the ceiling. There's some of that funky earthy Springbankish or Kukaren type interest. It's getting a little warmer on the ABV. It might be a 46. And it's definitely, it's nice and malty. Now that it's moving all around my mouth and filling in all the spaces. Yeah, I'm thinking Scotch. I'm thinking just bourbon casks or refill sherries that aren't contributing a lot of their flavors. And I would put that ABV at 46 to 50, in that range somewhere. This is interesting. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of toffee. They're faint brown sugary notes, a little butter. But all those are light and kind of hiding behind the malt flavor. So I would say it's some sort of Scotch without fancy finishing, or some world whiskey in the style of Scotch whiskey. So I like it a lot. Maybe I'm going to put in a little water. This is how I'm going to do water. It's just half a teaspoon at a time. See if anything else comes out, or if the nose or palate change. I wasn't getting a lot of transitions or development. It was just malt, malt, malt all the way through, with faint hints of those other notes I mentioned. And with the water, I don't think the nose is changing much. Maybe there's a little bit of apple or pear. It got a little more buttery. I like it. It's a good solid malt. It is not peated that I can tell right now. I thought that at first from the nose, but it might be a Dunnage Warehouse situation where you have all sorts of funky things that maybe I'm getting used to and just like. There's no fancy finishes, there's nothing spectacular, it's just a good solid malt. So that's what I'm expecting when I read this label. Okay, I give up. I'm going to go find it, if I can retrieve it without knocking over all these glasses and things. Amrut Fusion. Look at that. Huh. So it is a single malt, kind of in the Scotch style. And it did have a little smoke, because I know Fusion is part peated and part unpeated. So they bring, I think, peated malt, or bring the peat from Scotland, and then combine it with locally grown barley, malted barley that's not peated. So I have a bottle of this, and I like it a lot. And it is 50% ABV. And that was an interesting experiment. I like this. This is fun. So if you like what you're seeing, then like it down below, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell notification so that you'll get notified when new videos get posted every day in December, and hopefully twice a week once the holidays are over and things get back to normal after Christmas. So that's all for now.